You've grown a business in 12 years to 25 million turnover.
We weren't meant to start a tech company for sure. With no business experience, no marketing experience. We decided to make scented candles with a hidden jewel inside.
Okay.
We kept using different tools.
Yes.
A stack of them.
All on different platforms.
All on different platforms.
Right.
To manage manufacturing, to manage logistics, to manage everything.
Did that tech talk to each other then? Could you integrate those platforms
That's
properly?
the problem. They weren't talking with each other. You had to patch them together and you couldn't see a clear picture. I think we need to help more businesses. There are not many solutions out there. Start scrappy, start messy, enjoy it. If we are gatekeeping it for ourselves, it's pointless. Love the struggles, fight for them. I'm sure you're going to get there in the end.
Welcome to Let's Be Honest About Logistics podcast. I'm Nikki Jones, the CEO of Vidu Group, and I'm joined here today by Claudia Negoescu, who is the co-founder for Imperial Candles and Tallyvo. So welcome to our podcast, Claudia.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. We have lots to unpack, don't we?
I think so.
So shall we start with telling the audience a little bit about your journey?
It all started when I was 21
Okay.
and I was studying computer science at university.
Yeah.
I was doing this alongside my now husband and business partner, Alex.
Yeah.
And one day we decided to make scented candles with a hidden jewel inside in our kitchen.
Okay.
With no business experience, no marketing experience,
Where did that come from?
and barely any money.
Typical founder journey.
Yeah, we invested just £200 initially. Obviously, we didn't have any budget back then. We were just students. We've done everything ourselves, from website, products, design.
Yeah.
And we kept testing making candles because we were thinking, how hard can it be? It turns out it's quite hard.
Yes.
But we started on Facebook, and we started posting on Facebook. We thought this would be just a hobby, something we do on the side just to earn some extra income.
Yeah, like a little side hustle.
Exactly. Instead, we've done something for 12 years. But
Crazy. So from making that at home in your kitchen, you've grown a business in 12 years to 25 million turnover.
I know, it's unbelievable when you think about it.
That's crazy. And where did the idea come from?
To be honest, it's not an original idea.
Okay.
So we saw this article about a couple doing this in America. So
Okay.
they were hiding a surprise inside their candles.
Yeah.
And we kept thinking, wow, this is a really good idea. I think we can do it a bit better and a bit more interestingly. Obviously, we put our own twist on it. And we looked at each other and we're like, should we try to do this as a hobby?
Yeah.
And I spoke with my mother back then. And she supports me 100%.
Yeah.
She said, oh, if you really like it, give it a try. Why not?
Yes.
Obviously, we didn't have any money, so the risk was quite high.
Yeah.
We didn't have any experience. We didn't know what we didn't know
Yeah.
back then.
So were you just self-teaching on YouTube and things like that?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. We tried everything. Back then, actually, there weren't many resources available. And even in candle making, there weren't many.
No.
I feel like I'm old, but it's true.
Oh, don't say if you're old. I'm ancient.
I think things have changed now, but back
Yeah.
then there wasn't much information
Yeah.
for starting a business, for example, or for candle making either. Yeah.
Well, it's tricky. You know, quite a few companies that I speak to who have got a business that is within candles, and they've primarily started from home or making soaps, selling soaps at markets, and then it's naturally sort of progressed from there.
I think candle businesses are easy to start because obviously you don't require a location, you don't require a lot of budget, but it's very, very hard to scale them. Very hard. Very competitive
Your house
market.
Gorgeous.
Oh, a bit too much.
Was it too much?
A bit too much.
Poor Alex.
Poor Alex, exactly.
So how have you found the journey? Because obviously you've grown it to a 25 million turnover, as we said before. When did that sort of turning point come in that you transitioned into then needing to engage with carriers?
We've done it initially. We were making them in our house.
Yeah.
So we had a one-bedroom apartment. We then moved to a bigger house. And what we were doing is we were packing everything and we were basically putting them in our car,
Yes.
driving to the depot and leaving the parcels there.
Okay.
So that's what we were doing in the beginning. Everything quite manual. Then we looked at each other. We were spending an hour and a half to Birmingham, come back.
Right.
So quite a lot of the time we were
Yeah.
spending on the road. And we were thinking, what about if we engage with the carrier
Yeah.
and start a partnership? Back then it was quite funny because couriers weren't actually opening accounts for businesses that were based at home.
Right. Okay.
It was mostly like established businesses or
Yes.
factories, and we found a courier, and the sales manager came to our house,
Okay.
saw the process, learned about our story.
That's quite unique, isn't it? Was
And
it a multi-carrier? Was it a...
It was UK Mail.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was
Yeah.
UK Mail, and the lady, she was called Vicky actually,
Okay.
and she came to our house. She looked at our story, and she said, I believe in you. Usually, when I get a forecast from a person, from a company,
Yeah.
they say a number and they never actually do those numbers.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, I believe in you. And actually, we ended up doing a lot more than we said we're going to do. We got a really great price. She actually said to us, you got the best price that I ever gave.
Wow.
And she really believed in
Just
our
because she
story.
wanted to support the
Yeah,
journey.
she wanted to support our journey. And because of that, through that partnership, we stayed with them for years, even through hardship or struggles.
Yes, yeah.
We stayed with them because they had a really great relationship with us.
It is about relationships, isn't it?
is all about
Because like you say, so many startup businesses will say to a carrier, we're going to be a 20 million, 30 million,
Yeah.
40 million turnover in 5 years. Are you? They've got it's difficult to decide or
Oh, exactly.
sort of think, well, who is going to get to that point? Who do we invest our time in? But that's really quite special that she saw
We had a
something in you
really,
like
really
that.
good relationship with her. And she kept coming back to us all the time, keeping that relationship going.
Yeah.
We actually, one funny story. We were, in our first warehouse, we were actually having a lot of sleepless nights. So we were
Yeah.
spending a lot of time pouring, making
Yes,
products.
of course, yeah.
And one time, we were actually sleeping there to rest a bit for
On
the night
warehouse
ahead.
floor?
Exactly. And
dear.
she came to visit us, and one of our team members back then, she was like, oh, there's a lady here looking for you. She came with biscuits to congratulate you on your new warehouse. And we were sleeping in her.
So that was a true partnership with
Yeah.
them, definitely. And I'm assuming that was just from a domestic perspective. With it
Yes,
being
back
UK
then
mail.
we were just UK, just in the UK.
And have you looked at doing anything internationally?
Yes, we've done so. So we sent to Europe
Mm-hmm.
quite a lot. We then started having a proper business in France. In our first year, we did about 400,000,
Right.
which we were shocked,
Okay.
to be honest.
What, parcels?
400,000
revenue?
in revenue.
Revenue, yeah,
In
okay.
France alone. And what surprised us was Brexit.
Yes.
And when that Brexit happened, we kind of lost our business overnight, to be honest. One, because it was very difficult to ship there. We were losing quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we were waiting months sometimes to get the parcel to a customer.
Gosh, that's
Or
distressing time.
back to us.
Yes, yeah.
And it was so difficult to juggle that. And we decided to pull out from
From
the
Europe.
market.
Yeah, okay. So are you primarily just focused on the UK now, UK domestic?
Yes, mostly UK, and we send to retailers in Europe.
Yes, okay. And do you partnership with anyone in particular from a retailer perspective?
You mean couriers?
From a retail perspective,
from the-
yeah. Are these products in store?
Yes, so we have a retailer in the UK, HMV, which is a
Okay.
big one.
Yeah.
And we also have local independent shops that buy our
Nice.
products.
Okay.
But we also have garden centers in Europe.
Right.
So we have in
Okay.
Luxembourg, in Germany, quite a few that buy and buy time and time again.
Nice. Well, it's repeat, isn't it? And people, when they go to those sorts of places, they like sort of bespoke gifts.
It's a
don't
unique
they?
product,
It is,
something that you can't
definitely.
find anywhere. And I think retailers should look more for uniqueness.
Definitely.
I think it's
definitely.
harder here. A bit conservative, the retail market in the UK, I have to say, compared with Europe.
Yes, yeah.
In Europe, I feel like they want newness.
They want, yes,
like
yeah.
a new company, new
Yes,
brand.
yeah.
Whereas here, it's a bit more going with established rather than...
Stick with what they know. Yeah, I understand that. So is the majority of your revenue then coming from directly from consumers? Are they coming onto your
Exactly.
website?
Website. So it's mostly website. Obviously, everything that we've done is social media. So we're very good on social media. From day one, we started with Facebook.
Yes.
So we've done our first post there, and from day one, we started paid advertising, which I don't understand how we managed to do it because we didn't know anything about it. We started, from day one.
Yeah.
I know many businesses are afraid to invest in paid advertising for some reason. And we started from day one, and we carried on. And now we are actually moving into TikTok Shop, live selling.
How are you finding that?
Stressful.
Is it stressful? Is it lucrative, though?
It's very, very lucrative.
Right.
When initially I saw this live selling happening
Yes.
as a trend in the beginning, when TikTok...
Yeah, I was just going to say that live selling is actually becoming a trend now, isn't it?
It's a big trend, and I think it's going to stay here for a long time.
Yeah.
I definitely advise businesses to pay attention because it's going to be here for a long time, at least the next 10 years. And it's such an authentic way to connect with community, build community. And I think in now, let's say AI, technology and everything is so polished, everything is so perfect. We're actually going to move away and want the opposite. We want authenticity. We want to engage with the customer more from our side as a business. And obviously, as a consumer, you want to see the story. You want to be part of it. You want to see the founder. You want to see...
That's your personal brand as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the story that, people will buy into, how you've come from, a small room in a one-bedroom flat to this multi-million turnover business. And I think they'll want to support because the products as well are super unique.
I think small businesses need to pay attention to live selling because it is easy to start.
Yes.
You don't require budget. So if you don't have budget, for example, and you are in the beginning stage, you as a founder, just press that play button and talk with your customer. That's what you need to do.
Do you think that video content then is what's getting you more of the hits?
Yes, obviously we had to transition from photos before. On Facebook, we were mostly about the community. Yes. Customers were sharing their jewelry reveal on our platform. Yes. We were sharing it back. And that's how we started early on. And then we moved, obviously we had to adapt with the new trends, with the new platforms, social media platforms, with everything. And we had to move into video, shorts. Yeah. Engaging, understanding hooks, understanding how can you make a good content. Yeah. Because
they want to see you, don't they? And like you say, no one can tell your story and is more passionate about your product than you.
Exactly.
And Alex. We've got to give Alex a mention.
Alex.
So it's quite interesting. So you launched on TikTok Shop, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago?
No, so 1.5 years ago, we started properly focusing on live selling.
Right.
I initially saw this way of doing business, and I said this would be really big. The problem is I didn't start because I was an introvert. I was shy. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. In fact, I haven't been in the public for the company, the face of the company I think it was the first time in our 7th year. Yeah. First time I showed my face.
Really?
So nobody really knew who's behind.
I'm honoured to have you on my podcast, Claudia.
Thank you. And nobody really knew who's behind the scenes. And I was quite stressed to do a live event. Then I said, you know what? We need to try it. We need to try this. And initially, I worked with one of my ex-employees. She was like my marketing assistant. Yeah. She went for maternity leave and she decided not to come back. And I said to her, would you like to do a live selling with me for, let's say, once a month? Yeah. And this is how we started. In our first live, we did £5,000 in 2 hours. And I was, wow, that's something.
That's a no-brainer, isn't it?
And that was more than we were doing in our pop-up shop in some days.
And what were you selling? Was there a standout product that was selling, or was it the full range?
What we try to do is entertain on lives.
What were you doing?
Mystery products.
Okay.
We've done mystery products, and since then we actually improved the process a lot.
Right.
We are doing more games. We are making it interesting for the consumer.
Okay.
Because, for example, if you choose to do a mystery product, it's a bit more interesting, isn't it? Even if you don't want to buy yourself.
Yes.
You're watching, you're engaging, you are there commenting, you can't wait to see what someone else got.
Yeah.
So you are involved. You are involved in that process. And we actually done mystery candles on the website a few years back.
Okay.
And I was surprised how well it works. People love this novelty.
Yeah. Well, it's that engagement piece, and they like to
Yes.
be, you know, it's communities, I think.
Oh, yeah,
You
more
know,
community.
and that's, you know, everyone's supporting one another, and the fact you're a female founder as well, you know, people will love that, which it shouldn't be the case, but it is, isn't it? That not
It's
many.
good to support.
Yeah, not many founders, especially from where I am sitting from a logistics perspective, are females. So all the girls will be cheering you on. What, in terms of what, just going back to that sort of carrier piece, how do you still work with UK Mail? Have you evolved from that because you're doing more volume? How does that sit with you now?
So we've tried quite a few couriers throughout our time.
Yeah.
And now we work with Courier.
Okay.
Courier has been a really great partner. We know Chris from the early days, actually.
Oh, Chris Farron.
Yes, and he's a great supporter of ours. And with Courier, basically, you have this flexibility of working with different couriers.
Oh, because they've got that multi-carrier
Exactly.
solution.
They have the multi-carrier solution, and we are using Royal Mail primarily.
Right.
But for example, we also use DPD sometimes, and
Okay.
you know, we juggle between. Royal Mail is a really good partner as well for businesses.
Okay, that's interesting. And what would you say you're doing in terms of sort of parcel volume now?
a few thousand a week, and in peak we can do 2,000 a day.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
And now you're on TikTok Shop.
And now we're at TikTok Shop.
Does Alex get on the videos?
Sometimes,
Does he?
but he's not necessarily into this type of thing. I wasn't either. I had to
No.
learn. I had to adapt.
Yeah.
I had to understand that it's something that people want now. They want
Yeah.
to see more behind the scenes.
But I think if you are a bit scrappy, it comes across more genuine. You know, they don't want a polished version that's edited, and, you know, they want the rawity, don't they? And that authenticity, and to really understand you as a person. You're a likeable individual, and people will see the struggles that you've had to get this business to the point. You know, the sleepless nights, the sleeping on the floor in the warehouse, but it all adds to the story, doesn't it?
Yes,
And,
yes, I
you know, hard work definitely pays off. In terms of other sort of opportunities for you with partnerships, do you want to touch on the licensing deal with Harry Potter?
Oh, that was one of my proudest moments, to be honest. It is a very nice project that we managed to do.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter has been, you know, I was a fan since I was young.
Yeah.
I read the books, I watched all the shows. And it was such a interesting process. Very complicated, I'm not going to lie. It took us about a year something to even get the contract.
Right.
So it was quite a lengthy process.
Yes.
We actually flew to America, to Las Vegas, to the show, tried to get to talk with someone about our products.
Wow.
So it was quite an interesting journey to get here. But it was, you know, something to show you that as a business, you evolved.
Yes.
Someone is looking at your product and saying, you know what, you deserve to work with the biggest brands out there. You deserve to have this, I trust you with the process.
Yes.
And we tried to create something different and unique. And our wax melts, for example, the collection of the wax melts that we have now, we're going to have more collections coming.
Yes.
But this is the first one that we launched. And it's so intricate. There's no
I
wax
can
melt
see the
out
detail
there.
on it now on the table.
Exactly. There's no wax melt out there that is so detailed. And we struggled actually to make it happen with a lot of suppliers and trial and error.
Yeah.
Because they weren't able to make the mold properly, so
Yeah.
a lot of struggle. But we got there in the end, and honestly, I'm so proud. And our goal with this one is to go into retail more,
Right.
because obviously we focus so much online,
Yes.
and we scale so much online. Everyone knows us from being an online brand,
Yes.
and now we want to move into retail more. And actually, these ones are already in about 100 stores.
Right.
And we went for local shops.
Right. Okay.
And that's our strategy right now.
Right.
We realized in our local shop,
Yes.
they were selling like 20, 30, 50 a day. And I was like, what's happening? It's a local.
Yeah.
And we realized, well, actually, it's a good thing to do.
It's another thing
Support
to have to
local
learn, isn't it? And
businesses.
support local businesses. Yeah, definitely. And am I mistaken in thinking you did a candle? Did you do a Harry Potter candle?
We're going to do a candle. So
you're doing
this
the
will be our next launch.
Okay. Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, exactly.
So if there are sort of other retailers that you're not already partnered and engaged with that are sort of watching this and have an appetite to sort of stock these melts, are you happy for them to sort of engage direct? Shall we put your details on the bottom of the podcast?
For sure, why not?
Yeah.
Come our way. We are ready. We are ready to expand.
Well, talking of expanding, shall we spill the tea on Tallyvo?
Oh, of course.
All these new announcements on my podcast.
We have so many announcements on your podcast.
But it's so exciting to see how you've started, how you've evolved, the licensing deals you've got, the fact you're getting into this sort of lifestyle selling and, you know, becoming more visible and having to come out of your comfort zone to back the product to sort of evolve with the market. And now I think, I mean, I could be wrong, but maybe due to the sort of stresses and strains that you've had from a manufacturing or a shipping or a sort of integration perspective, is this how Tallyvo's come to be?
Exactly. We weren't meant to start a tech company, for sure. But this came from our frustration.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, we struggled with manufacturing, inventory, logistics, everything.
Yeah.
Balancing that as a seasonal company is extremely hard. And you have to be in your top game. The problem with seasonality is you have a massive volume coming your way in a short period of time.
Yes.
And when that happens, it's easy to not pay attention to the numbers. So we kept using different tools.
Yes.
A stack of them, to be honest with you. We had about 5 at some point.
All on different platforms.
All on different platforms
Right.
to manage manufacturing, to manage logistics, to manage everything. So we were using Minsoft.
Right, yeah.
I think you're familiar with
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And we were using it for shipping. And we still used it until more recently.
Okay.
And we used Unleash for inventory. We then had to build something internally to deal with the manufacturing because our products are very complex.
Right.
If you think about it, we are hiding a jewel in a candle.
Of course.
We are making everything to order. So it's freshly
it's
handmade to
very
order.
bespoke and
Very
handmade.
bespoke. And our prices vary a lot depending on who we buy from.
Did that tech talk to each other then? Could you integrate those platforms
That's the
properly?
problem. They weren't talking
couldn't.
with each other
No,
very well.
okay.
You had to patch them together.
Right.
And you couldn't see a clear picture. Oh, this is my dashboard. I see my entire business here. I understand the numbers. I understand manufacturing. I understand every single part of my business.
Yes.
And that's how one day I stayed in the warehouse and I looked at the processes. I said, what if we are trying something different here?
Yes.
Because clearly this is not working very well. And because we lost, in a way, money in the busy period,
Yes.
we understand, okay, it's not only about revenue, right? It's not only about making revenue, it's about the bottom line.
Yes.
And it's very easy not to pay attention to that. And we looked at that and we actually went to my brother. He's a software developer.
Okay, that's handy.
And I said to him, look, I have this idea in my head of something that can help with manufacturing, inventory, and shipping.
Yeah.
Can you help me put it together a bit for us?
Yes.
We then made it. He helped us. And we started using it. And we saw the difference.
No.
And I looked at my partner, my business partner, Alex, and my husband, and I was like, what if we are creating the platform that we always wanted to have
Yeah.
since day one? And he looked back at me and he was like, oh, actually, this will help so many businesses.
Yeah. Well, from an e-commerce perspective, without a doubt. It's
And that's
built
how we
really
went
for
back to my
e-com
brother.
businesses. Oh, God, I bet he's like, what now, Claudia?
I went back to my brother and I asked him, do you want to build something like this with us? Build a platform that helps businesses sort this part of inventory, manufacturing, and e-commerce
Yes.
logistics together in one platform because it doesn't exist on the market.
And does it provide sort of real-time tracking? Have you got that full end-to-end visibility within it as well?
Exactly. So basically, you can integrate all the channels that you have.
Right.
For example, if you're on Etsy, you're on Shopify, you're on WooCommerce, on
Yes.
TikTok Shop,
Yes.
all the orders will be put in this lovely platform, Tallyvo,
Tallyvo.
because this is how it was born. And from there, you can do your logistics side. So you can integrate with your own couriers if you want. So you can for example, have your account and just link that to our platform.
Yes.
And you can ship straight away. Or you can use our own couriers as well, because we partner with majority of the couriers. So all the couriers that you can think of are on our platform. And you can ship through us directly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So if this is a sort of startup e-commerce business and they don't have a relationship with a carrier,
yes, if they don't have...
Are you providing a sort of multi-carrier solution for them? So, exactly. Okay, interesting.
Exactly, so they can
Claudia, you're taking over the world.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm actually trying to help businesses.
Yeah. And this is good because it's born out of your own frustration. So you've been doing this business for 12 years.
Exactly.
The pain that you'll have gone through throughout that period of time and the trials and errors and, you know, the difficulty with partnerships, which it can be quite turbulent, can't it, between a sort of e-com or retail business and a carrier. But you're helping them fast forward their business, really, by bringing this platform to them.
And I think what's important with this platform, you finally get to see your real numbers in real time. Mm-hmm. You don't have so many tools that are disconnected and you can't see a clear picture of your business.
Yes.
And especially if you're doing manufacturing, which is one of the hardest. Majority of the companies are doing one.
Right.
They either focus on logistics or they focus on manufacturing. But with us, we've done it all. Yeah. We've done the logistics side, we've done the manufacturing, we've done the marketing, everything in-house. And this is not very common in today's day and age.
I think it's fabulous. And have you got it out there? Are people trialing it or are customers using it?
Yes, and I'm so excited. So we now have a waiting list, basically.
Really?
So it's all launched. And we talk with so many businesses already, and we can see the excitement because they are shocked.
Well, this is a game changer, for sure.
Yeah, I think so, for so many businesses out there. And that's why we decided to make it as a platform. Yeah. Because we're like, okay, if we are gatekeeping it for ourselves, it's pointless. I think we need to help more businesses. There are not many solutions out there. And actually, I'm quite excited about this journey because I was looking for that purpose. I started businesses because I want to help people.
Yes.
And that platform gives us that meaning behind everything. And we can put our experience, our struggles into something to understand the founder behind the scenes.
Yes.
Because I think nowadays software, for example, is built by engineers, but not operators.
Yeah. Well, they will follow a plan, won't they, and a process. But you're using these different platforms on a daily basis for a number of years. And the fact you're a user of, you see, you know, the things that are going to make life a bit easier for other companies in your situation. Because how many years of pain have you had trying to integrate these 4 or 5 different platforms?
Oh, yeah.
It's time-consuming.
It's really time-consuming and costly.
Costly.
Because that's what we are trying to do, is giving you an affordable option. Instead of using 4 tools, use Tallyvo and just, you know, have it on one platform.
Yeah, and what does it look like from a commercial perspective? So if somebody wanted to sort of partner with you or to use this technology, I mean, do you have an idea of what you're charging people on it?
So at the moment we are in the waiting list phase.
Right.
And we're going to invite 50 iconic brands to first trial the platform.
Okay.
We're going to open it for everyone. And it's going to start at about £99.
Right.
A month.
Okay.
So it's quite affordable for a small business.
Is that quite comparable compared to what you were paying for access to these other platforms?
A lot cheaper.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
For small businesses. And then it's going to scale up to even bespoke, let's say, offers for different businesses, enterprises.
And has your brother agreed to that? Or do you need to find another software engineer?
No, he agreed with that. So we spent actually the last 9 months working on it. So it was a long process. And our brother is part of it now. My brother. Sorry,
Your brother, okay.
My brother and brother-in-law for Alex.
Oh, wow. I love it's a family business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Can't believe I'm starting another business.
Yeah. And have you got this live across socials? You know, if people want to visit, you've got your website and
everything is live now,
pages.
so you can actually sign up for a demo.
Perfect.
So you can have a demo with us and show you the platform.
Yeah, perfect. We'll attach those links as well. Let's get that out there. I think that's fabulous. So with all of this you have going on, not only with the candle business, but with this sort of platform for e-commerce businesses. If somebody was to shadow you for a week, what would surprise them the most?
I think how many things we have to juggle on a daily basis. I don't think many people realize that we are wearing many hats as founders.
Yeah.
And dealing with manufacturing, moving from one thing to another, always putting fires out throughout the day. I think that would be the most surprising thing about running a business. I think on social media nowadays it's very glamorized and everyone wants to be a founder.
Yes.
But the reality behind the scenes, it's a lot of sleepless nights.
Yes.
It's quite a lot stressful than many people think.
Yeah.
And you spend your time trying to fix loads of problems.
Yeah.
It's mostly about that, I think.
Yeah. And it's a lot of trial and error, isn't it, with these things? There's
exactly. You have to constantly innovate. You have to stay on the trend as well, because that's one of the challenging parts of running a business. You start in one way, you think everything is working fine.
Then you've got to evolve because other companies have come out and they're doing something a little bit faster or different, or it's a bit more innovative.
Yes, and it's quite hard to stay agile all the time. You have to learn. You have to be willing to learn.
Yes.
To be uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like me now.
Yeah. Like you now.
No, I'm joking.
Is this your first ever podcast?
First ever podcast.
Claudia, hopefully you will do many more of these, because I think your story is fabulous. And we didn't even touch on the Dragon's Den piece.
Oh, wow. Memories.
I know. So you've gone from building this business and you secured an investment from Dragon's Den, didn't you?
Yeah, on the show.
And then decided not to take it and carried on with Alex.
Exactly.
So talk to me about this.
So Dragon's Den has been something that we were watching when we were making candles in our kitchen.
Yes.
We saw all the seasons.
Yeah.
And for years, every time we were meeting someone and they heard our story, they kept saying to us, go on Dragon's Den. Obviously, I wasn't ready for it.
No.
And one day we were looking and thinking, okay, what can we do to actually scale our business further?
Yes.
Because as a bootstrap company, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Capital, cash flow.
Cash is king, isn't it?
Yes, and it is very, very difficult to scale. You don't have the cash flow. Especially when you manufacture, it's very important. And I decided one day, very randomly,
To apply.
at 11 at night, to apply.
Was this when you're lying on the warehouse floor?
No, I was at home. No, because that was basically in our 6th year of business, so it was further along. And I decided to apply at 11 o'clock at night. The next day, BBC called, and we actually came to Manchester and filmed the pre-interviews.
Yes.
And it was quite an interesting process. Very nerve-wracking for me as an introvert.
Yes.
It was the first time I ever appeared on public.
Did Alex go with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
We both were on the show. And we were both in the public eye for the first time ever.
Yes.
Nobody knew who was behind Imperial before. And it was such an interesting experience. We actually couldn't sleep the night before at all. We were there at 5 a.m.
Right.
And we stayed in there until 9.
Wow.
So it was a long process.
Yeah.
We filmed for 3 hours.
Okay.
Only 12 minutes were shown on air.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice experience, I think. We got the investment on the show from Two Dragons.
And how much were they willing to invest?
£100,000.
Okay.
But after the show, it's quite a lengthy process because it takes about 9 months to be aired.
What did you want that investment for?
It's mostly to invest in stock and marketing side. Because with manufacturing, obviously you have to invest a lot of money before.
Yes.
And one of the problems with our product is the fact that we have a jewel inside. And for each fragrance, we have 5 SKUs. And to keep that in stock and prepare for, a viral moment or a trend is not an easy task.
Which you've had many of.
Many of.
Which is a positive.
One of them that was, wow. One viral moment that took
which
us...
one was that?
Hocus Pocus. So
I remember
launched,
you telling me, yes.
We are quite famous for Halloween collections.
Yes, yeah.
We have customers that honestly buy every year and they're waiting just for Halloween.
Just to
which
buy
is
them.
quite interesting. And we launched the Hocus Pocus candle. I came up with the idea when I was on holiday for the first time. I had a bit of a burnout period.
Right.
I was in a mess a bit creatively. And I said, oh, you know what, let's take a holiday. We haven't taken one in a long time.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
You need that. You need to recharge, don't you?
And in that time, I was thinking about Halloween.
Why would you?
It was
Were you
summer, early summer.
Claudia.
No, it was hot actually. But we have to think in advance.
Yes,
with
of
us.
course, yeah.
And I was thinking about Halloween, and I came up with this idea of Hocus Pocus. I didn't realize that the movie would come out the same year.
No.
I had no clue.
Wow.
I was totally oblivious. And I actually went to my business partner and I said, I came up with this idea, Hocus Pocus. What do you think of Hocus Pocus for a Halloween collection? And he actually said, I don't know if it's very Halloween-y.
No. Well, it is. It's a bit witchy.
I know, but he was like that. I was like, you know what? I have a feeling about this. So I'm going to go for it. And it was the first time that we did like a full illustration on a candle. So everywhere you looked, it was like a story on the packaging.
Yeah.
And we launched. We did the campaign with a lovely video in our warehouse.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, wow, what's happening? Usually we have launches and obviously the spike is quite high.
Yes.
And we thought, oh, it's going to chill after 3-4 days.
Yeah,
it's going to be okay. But it was going higher and higher. I was like, what's going on?
Magic.
And we sold 600,000 in a few weeks.
It's wild, isn't it?
We were
So do you
shocked.
think they thought there was some correlation between the movie?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was the right time, right moment. And then they fell in love with the scent. And we got so many new customers from that one product.
Amazing.
And every time, even on the lives now, when I ask on TikTok, when did you hear about Imperial candles? They will say, I first tried Hocus Pocus.
Focus. Well, so do you think you're going to start being a bit more themed with them? I mean, obviously, you've done the Hocus Pocus. You've now got these Harry Potter wax melts and this licensing deal. Do you think it's worth looking at getting any other partnerships like that?
So we had a partnership as well with Wednesday, the Wednesday series.
Yes.
With MGM. And I think it didn't go as well as we thought.
Okay.
So, for example, Hocus Pocus or our normal Halloween collection went a lot better. And I think now we want to focus on Harry Potter, bring more collections, because I think it matches with our brand a lot.
For sure.
It's about the experience. It's about the magic.
And it's the magic, I was just going to say.
And I think we are about the experience. We are about the emotion. And Harry Potter is about that as well. So it's a really good synergy. So we want to do more with Harry Potter. And probably, hopefully in the future, maybe more, like Disney, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
If they're listening.
Well, you never know who's listening and who's watching. Another client of mine actually partners from a fulfillment perspective with Disney. So could always do an intro.
Ooh.
Let's have the conversation. So now on a serious note, these candles are big.
They're massive.
How long is that going to take me to get to the jewel? How many hours of
About
burning?
20 hours.
20 hours.
Depends on the placement, because again, they are handmade.
Yeah.
You never know when
Yes.
it's going to appear.
Oh, God.
But usually it's halfway. That's part of the surprise,
So
isn't it?
exciting.
That's part of the surprise. But again, you can choose what you want inside in terms of the jewel type.
Oh, so if I was buying this, I did see this on your website actually, that you can choose the colour of the stone and the sort of...
Yes, and sometimes we do like limited edition, so you know
Yeah.
exactly kind of what is going to be inside the candle. But we love the surprise element more.
Yeah. So I could burn it and find this jewel in an hour, or it could be 3 hours or 5 hours.
At least 10.
At least 10 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going
It's
to say.
not going to be as fast.
I just get my knife and see if I can dig it
So many
out.
customers do that. They're
Do
impatient.
they?
They're so impatient.
But that's special.
I don't think we can blame them. Of course they're impatient.
No. And are you seeing that a certain demographic are buying these candles? Is it sort of teenagers? Is it sort of young professionals?
Funny enough, over 35. Women over 35.
35s.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Even on
that's
TikTok. I know it's
interesting.
surprising because many people think, for example, TikTok shop is only for young people. It's not. The majority of our audience is over 30.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. And what about the Harry Potters, the wax melts? Is
I think
that
with
the
Harry
same?
Potter, it's a bit Like, I think everyone is buying it, to be honest, even our core audience. And now we brought in newer demographic as well, the younger demographic as well, which I think is amazing because now we cater for more.
For sure, for sure. Claudia, how many hours of sleep do you get a night?
Do you want me to be honest?
Yes, be honest.
Do you want me to lie?
Let's be honest.
Do you want me to lie?
Be honest.
I go to sleep about 1 a.m. to a.m. and I wake up at 7.
That's crazy. So you're living on
5 hours.
6 hours. Yeah. So this is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
I am very honoured that you've come on my podcast to share about all of this. And we'll definitely add some links for Tallyvo.
Thank you.
Because I think from an e-com perspective and for a retailer, that's going to be really special. The fact they can amalgamate, as you say, the manufacturing, the sort of shipping and the carriers, they've got full end-to-end visibility. And also that they can actually choose carriers directly through the platforms. For someone that's starting out, that's maybe seen you on TikTok or another channel and thinks, oh, maybe we could do something like that. This is a real leg up for them, isn't it?
I think that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because obviously we started from our kitchen table. We wanted to be a platform for everyone, from the early stage to more established businesses. We wanted to be there for everyone. Obviously, I think the platform can be for you a great option, even at 10 million, 25 million, 30 million.
Well, there's no limit.
There's no limit.
And there's sometimes more balls that you've got to juggle when your company is a 20, 30 million
Exactly.
turnover.
And having a platform that can do more for you, you can schedule your manufacturing in there, you can plan everything.
Yes.
We wish we had this in the beginning, honestly.
I can't believe it. I wonder why no one's thought to do that.
I don't know. I think because usually with tools, they probably focus on what they know.
Yes.
And that's it. And unless you run a business, full operational business, e-commerce, manufacturing and shipping,
and you're living
you
and
don't
breathing
understand it.
Yeah,
you don't
for
understand
sure.
it.
I understand that. Well, busy few months ahead. What does the future look like? Have you got anything else up your sleeve?
I think we want to obviously expand Imperial candles, for example, obviously, and create more products and expand into maybe new markets.
Yeah. I was going to say, do you think you might revisit the sort of European and international as opposed to the sort of UK domestic? Do you think it's something because obviously pre-Brexit, you were pretty focused on both, weren't you?
And funny enough, we actually tried to expand in America as well.
Yes. I was going to say, I bet the US would love these.
And the problem was we tried to do too many things at once.
Okay.
So what we were doing, we started the pop-up shop in Birmingham.
Right.
While we also started the pop-up shop in Paris.
Okay.
Whilst we also tried to expand in America, all in the same time.
Right.
So for anyone listening, one of the biggest mistakes that we made is trying to do too many things.
Yeah, so just focus on
I think when you have this mentality of ambition and hustling, and you think you can do it all.
Yeah.
The problem is you can't.
No.
1, the focus, and 2, the capital. And the capital was the problem in our case. And we learned a lot from that process. But we want to do it again. Probably maybe with the right partner. I think we need that at this stage. Someone that maybe can partner with us moving forward to expand Imperial Candles into more markets.
They might be listening, Claudia.
They might be listening.
Alex, or when you get home and say, what have you been talking about?
About everything. About how much I love business.
Yeah, for sure. Well, listen, this is a great opportunity. And you as a founder, you're so... I just love your energy, you know,
thank you.
And you're very inspirational and you're very focused and you're hardworking. And anybody that wants to partner with a brand or a business, that's what they want, the energy and, you know, that passion to... And this is a very passionate, you know, project for you because from the ground up, you've had to scale it.
I love a challenge.
On a bootstrap, as you said before.
I love a challenge and I love business. But the most important thing, I love learning. And learning new things is the one reason that I love, in general, business. Because as a founder, you have to You have to adapt. And I love this part so much. I want to learn more. And with the tech company as well, it's going to
that's
be a process.
unbelievable. Yeah.
And I think, yes, you have to be willing to put your sleeves up, go to work, try, learn.
And you've got to make mistakes. I mean, I was going to say to you, whilst you've gone through this process of, scaling Imperial, scaling and building Tallyvo as a sort of tech platform, was there ever a point, sort of maybe that was you could perceive as failure, that actually became a turning point for you throughout these processes?
So I think this part where we realized that it's not all about revenue, it's about the bottom line. I think that was the turning point for us. For a lot of time, I think we had too many people around us that kept pushing us on the revenue.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's focus on the revenue. Let's focus on the revenue. I'm trying to say for founders out there, don't always ask yourself what's next. Think about what you have to let go of in terms of even mentality, maybe team, product that no longer serves you.
Okay.
And making hard decisions was, for example, it was something that I struggled with, making really, really tough decisions. Like, for example, restructuring a team.
Right.
It was very hard for me to make
sort of actually letting people go.
Exactly. Very, very difficult decision for me as a founder. But you have to analyze your business and do everything that you can for your business. Regardless if you maybe
got to make some tough decisions.
Annoy some people in the process. And yes, for the founders out there, definitely pay attention to the numbers.
Yes.
So it's a big one. And I think if you focus on profit, your decisions will be a lot different.
Yes.
And I think it's too much nowadays about revenue, and not so much about profit.
Yeah, I agree.
We made that mistake early on.
Well, that's it. You could be a company that's sort of turning over 40, 50 million. You
Yeah,
might
and barely make any money.
Yeah, no margin. And it's a tricky market, isn't it? Retail and e-commerce, as a sort of sector at the moment, it is very tricky, and customers have got choice.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much choice, so it has to come back to that brand loyalty, really, and you having a product and, them loving the quality of the product and innovating and bringing new things out. And like you say, these mystery sort of shops that you're doing and these surprises, and it's just keeping you at the forefront of people's minds, isn't it?
Yes, nowadays you have to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And try to be authentic. Try to be yourself.
Yes.
Try to tell your story as much as you can. And this is something we haven't done early on.
No.
But we have to learn to adapt to the new era. And yes, there are so many brands out there, right? And candles, for example, is such a saturated market. How do you differentiate yourself?
Yes.
How are you different? How are you... It's about consumer. It's the customer. Pay attention to the customer, what the customer needs, what the customer wants, and try to have that in your mind all the time when you design a product. That's important.
And are any customers sort of giving any special requests? Are they saying, could we put this in? Or
We
I'd
had
love it if you put
engagements.
that in.
Oh,
really?
Yes, very, very nice. We had loads of requests for engagements. So they will send a ring to us, and we're going to hide it in a candle. And they will propose with a candle, yes.
How many people have asked you to do that?
Quite a few, I think, 100 people.
Really? Anything else wacky?
There was one customer that sent like a £5,000 ring to put in a candle. That was a bit stressful.
I hope it was insured.
I hope so. I think he was. But I think the biggest prize we actually gave away in our candles, do you know what it was?
Go on.
A Mini Cooper.
No.
Yes, a
model Mini Cooper or a real Mini Cooper?
No, proper car.
You gave a Mini Cooper?
Proper car.
What did they have to do?
It was our second year in business, and we thought of a Christmas campaign.
Right.
So we decided to give away a car.
Claudia.
We wrapped it and everything. Everything was purple with our branding everywhere. And if I tell you a funny story, when we went to the winner of this car, the winner didn't know I was the founder.
Oh,
I was so stressed to even talk with them.
Did you not want them to know?
I was really, really shy.
So they just thought you were just delivering it? Somebody in...
I was with my partner, with my team as well. So I had someone from the team as well. And she did all the talking.
Really? So what have you done to work on sort of coming out of yourself then? Because I would never have thought from talking to you prior to us recording and sort of getting to know each other over, the sort of last few months. Is there anything specifically you've had to do to work on building that confidence?
I think putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Right.
And one of the most uncomfortable situations, obviously, was the TV appearance on Dragon's Den. But the second one was the live selling.
Yes.
And to be honest, for me, it made a massive change. Once I tried it for a few times, I realized that people actually like my energy.
Your energy is wild.
I was like, oh, there must be something here. So I tried just to be authentically me and try to be myself and decide that, okay, if you judge me, that's on you. It's more about you than me. And yes, I try to just put myself out there.
You can only be you.
You see, a podcast. I spoke on panels. I tried to just do more public speaking and put myself out there more.
And what's Alex like? Is he quite outgoing or...?
He's more confident than me,
right?
I would say. He's still an introvert. But he's more confident than me. I had to work on it. I had to work more on it.
Well, you've done very well, Claudia. Well, we are coming to the end of our podcast.
Already?
I
was
know.
just
gone quick, hasn't it? And we've obviously touched on the story of the candles. We've touched on Dragon's Den. We've touched on Tallyvo. Before we sort of go to our quick fire round, is there anything else in particular you would like to address today? Anything you'd like the audience to know about yourself, Alex, Imperial, Tallyvo?
Oh, wow, so many. I think what I would say to business owners out there is they need to have more patience.
Yeah.
I think nowadays we overestimate what we can do in a day, a month.
Yes.
But we underestimate what we can do in 10 years of consistency. And I know so many people want to achieve that one thing. But one day, if you keep consistent, if you keep doing it, with all the struggles and everything, enjoy the process, one day you'll look around and actually you are there,
and you
achieving
won't
your
believe
goals.
It's actually upon you.
So you have to remember that. I think social media is making everything such fast pace. We need to achieve this, we need to do that. Stay in your own lane, pay attention to your own thing, and don't look to the other brands all the time. I think many people are comparing themselves with other brands all the time.
Comparison is deathly, really. You've got to believe in your product, believe in your vision, have the right people around you, and like you say, just stay in your own lane.
People are very, very important. Your team is very important. And look for kindness, not for CV.
Yeah,
not for CV.
Yeah, well, there needs to be a bit more of that.
Yes, I think if you focus on having a team that is kind, everything else comes naturally. They will take care of your customers, they will take care of your team, they will take care of everything. Kindness is the...
Well, it is relationships, isn't it? It's having a good product, it's looking after those customers, it's the repeat business from those customers. So it's having somebody that can really sort of engage with anybody at any level. So even for you, they might not have had to be in this space, but if they've come from a service-based business or they've been in hospitality, and they can be a bit more of a chameleon, because in sales and account management, you've got to adapt to your audience and who you're talking to, haven't you?
Yes. I never looked, when I hire a team member, I never look at the CV or your experience. I look at your attitude. I look at your potential.
Energy. You're big into the energy.
And how determined you are to learn, first of all.
That willingness to learn,
because everything else is teachable. If you have the right attitude, you are kind, and you're willing to learn, everything else is...
I think so. And what size is the team now?
So with the team, because we are seasonal, we vary so much through the years.
Yes.
And I think what we've done as a company, we always operated with a skeleton team, what we call it. We try to achieve more with less. So we, as a core team, we never had more than 10 people in our core team. And in peak season, we can do 25 people in our peak. And that's working with agencies and bringing
yeah.
people in and training. And that's the hard part with seasonality, I think. It's that juggle between...
Yeah, definitely. And finding people when
finding
you need
people.
to get them.
So
yeah.
difficult. In the last few years has been very challenging. In the warehousing,
Yes.
manufacturing, logistics, quite difficult.
And you're in the Midlands, so you'd think it'd be a bit easier, wouldn't you? 'Cause
You'd
you're
think
in
so,
the hub.
but-
Yeah.
In the last few years, very, very hard.
There's been a shift, I've noticed, in if you're looking at sort of graduate type level individuals, or you're looking at sort of pickers, packers, or warehouse individuals, they used to be super keen and excited to be getting into a job and learning a trade. And I've noticed personally, obviously I recruit more of the senior hires, but my teams do a lot of projects around graduates and sales academies, and people's attitudes have really changed. Like, it's as though they don't have a work ethic. I can't really get my head around it.
Sadly, we had to deal with that as
Really?
well. Yeah, we experienced the same. I'm not sure what changed.
No, there seems to there's been a shift.
I'm not sure what changed. We are trying as much as we can. We've always been like an open company and always allow the team to be themselves.
Yeah.
And we don't put pressure, even in logistics or manufacturing. I think we are such a nice company to work for. Maybe too nice in some areas, because we don't put that pressure on.
Yeah, but don't take that kindness a weakness. You know, don't take the mick with things. You know, you're fair individuals with people, but they've got to be doing their job and pulling their weight.
Obviously, we
Especially
care about
in peak.
efficiency and
Yeah.
operation. Oh, it's so important.
Yes.
But it was difficult in the last 2 years, I think, to get the right people in, especially in the peak.
Yes.
Through agencies. And even the agencies are struggling.
Yes.
They kept saying
Well,
the
that's
same
what
to
I'm
us.
saying. I seem to think that something shifted in the past couple
wonder
of years, really.
Why?
Interesting. Right, my friend.
No, my friend.
Are you ready for our quick fire round?
Sure, I am.
Has Alex said there's anything we cannot discuss?
Don't think so.
No. Okay.
I have full freedom here.
Amazing. Well, there's nothing too crazy. It just gives the audience a little bit of a sort of some fun facts about you, really. So morning person or night owl?
Not at all.
Night owl. What is your most used emoji?
Laughing emojis,
laughing
because I'm very
emoji.
sarcastic.
What one food could you eat every day?
I think pasta. Pasta with anything.
Yes, love pasta. Is there a film, a book, or a podcast that's really inspired you?
I think Diary of a CEO and Cody Sanchez podcast. as
Right,
well. I love
okay.
her. I love her. She's amazing.
Very good. You cats or dogs?
I am both. I have a cat though.
You have the cat. What is she? Ragdoll, is she?
British short hair.
A British short hair, that's it. Did you take inspiration from anyone when you were looking to set up this business?
From this couple that we saw in America.
Yeah.
And that's how we started. We saw that idea. We fell in love with that idea. And we tried to do it a bit better.
Yeah. I
And
remember
that's how
you
we ended
saying
up.
that at the
Yes,
beginning,
yeah.
so that's interesting. What makes you smile?
My husband.
Oh, he's going to love that. What's your favourite holiday destination?
Maldives.
Maldives. Amazing. What advice would you give your younger self?
Enjoy the process more. Because sometimes I don't.
No.
In terms of I pay attention
But
too
when
much
you're
to
head
the end
down
goal.
and you're in it, yeah, it's difficult, but
Enjoy the journey.
yes, yeah.
It's not about the destination. I know it's a cliche, but it's
Well,
true.
my friend said that to me. She said it's the climb. And sometimes when you're building and scaling and growing, and then you get to a point where you actually sell your business for X amount of millions or whatever your goal is, then the fun's been in the building, but you don't realise that because you're in it. You know?
Now I appreciate every single struggle
Yes, yeah.
because it's a privilege in a way
Yeah,
to get to
and
do
it's
this.
brought you
yeah.
here. You know, you've been scrappy.
Scrappy, but
You've been punching, and it's paid off.
it's working.
It's working for sure. Where are we? You've thrown me off my train of thought now,
I
Claudia.
do apologize.
I think actually we've pretty much done that. Oh, what do you love about what you do? That was my final question.
To be honest, the fact that I'm doing it with my husband
Yeah,
is
nice.
I know it sounds cheesy, but this is our biggest accomplishment. We wanted to do this since day one
Yes.
because we met when we were 15, 16.
Oh
So very long time now. And this is our most
you've got a
rewarding
vested
part.
dream and
To
goal.
build something from nothing.
Oh, that's given me goosebumps.
To build something from nothing to what it is today. I think it's the most rewarding thing you can do.
Yeah, I think that's
And
very special.
Very special. Yes. Beautiful.
Fabulous. Well, before we say goodbye, is there a message you have for the audience? Is there anything you'd like to wrap up with?
Again, like I said, I think if you are starting out, don't focus so much on all the other problems.
Yes.
Start scrappy, start messy, enjoy it, love the struggles. And again, believe in yourself. Because I didn't do that early on. Believe in yourself, in your ideas.
Yes. I love
Fight
that.
for them. Fight for them. And I'm sure you're going to get there in the end.
Amazing. Well, thank you for coming, Claudia. It's been an absolute honour.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure.